Hello and welcome to Oweleketv TV News. I am Antonia Nwokolo. The news headlines. Illegal refineries should be licensed, not destroyed, says Norgay. CBN accuses commercial banks of hoarding $5 billion. On the foreign scene, US set to respond forcefully to militant attacks. And in sports, Stephen Curry and Anthony Davis named NBA All-Star reserves. Welcome back. Now the news in details. The federal government asserted yesterday that 7 months in office is insufficient for President Bola Tinubu to effectively address Nigeria's challenges. Mohammed Idris Malagi, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, made this statement on Channels televisions, emphasizing that Tinubu needs more time to implement long-term plans and structures. Malagi stressed that despite the difficulties faced by Nigerians, patience is required as the president works towards a clear vision of prosperity for the nation. The minister additionally defended the government's decision to remove fuel subsidy, acknowledging the resulting increase in the cost of living and inflation. He argued that the removal was necessary to address the foundational economic challenges faced by Nigeria. Malagi asserted that the substructure of the national economy had been ailing, and the subsidy removal was a critical step to reset the economic foundation. Elected governors from the People's Democratic Party have expressed concern about the nation's security challenges during their visit to Jos, Plateau State. The PDP governors, led by Bala Mohammed, chairman of the PDP Governors Forum and Bauchi State Governor, advocated for the decentralization of the current police structure. They asserted that establishing state police across the country is crucial for effectively addressing the security issues. The visit to Plateau State followed a series of attacks and killings by gunmen, resulting in over 200 reported deaths and significant property damage in the past month. Bala Mohammed highlighted the need for a higher ratio of police presence to citizens and emphasized that states understand the unique challenges within their territories. He stressed the importance of decentralization to enhance governance and security, allowing states to have their own police forces with a better understanding of local complexities. The Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees has appealed to the federal government to intervene and stop the Nigerian Navy from destroying refining sites labeled as illegal in the Niger Delta region. Ambali Olatunji, the president of NOLGI, made this appeal during a press conference concluding its National Executive Council meeting in Abuja. Olatunji asserted that rather than destroying these sites, there should be a proper licensing process and mandate for them to pay taxes. He argued that this approach would create job opportunities and contribute to revenue generation for the country. Norgay called upon President Bola Tinubu to intervene and persuade the Nigerian Navy to cease the destruction of refining sites in the Niger Delta, emphasizing that such actions offer no benefits to the oil and gas sector or the Nigerian population. He also urged the federal government to expand the licensing of modular refineries with the capacity to refine crude oil. He argued that encouraging individuals willing and capable of undertaking such projects would be beneficial, especially in the context of multinationals departing from the country. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. The Commissioner of Police in Imo State, Aboki Danjuma, has deployed additional police forces to Owerri West local government area to address the surge in violent crimes, including kidnappings, rape and murder. The affected areas include the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Nekede, Ihiagwa, Avu and Obinze communities. The move follows the recent rescue of the immediate past chairman of the Imo State Council of Traditional Rulers, Samuel Ohiri, who spent about 3 weeks in captivity. The region has experienced an increase in criminal activities, leading to the discovery of 3 decomposed bodies in a forest suspected to be victims of kidnapping. The police statement revealed that Aboki Danjuma personally led a team to the forest, exhumed the bodies and apprehended 5 suspects from northern states who were allegedly involved in kidnapping. The forest had been reportedly being used as a hideout by suspected Fulani herdsmen kidnappers, particularly terrorizing the Owerri-Port Harcourt Expressway axis. In response to the security challenges, the CP convened a crucial security meeting with stakeholders from various communities in Owerri West local government area. The meeting aimed to discuss prevalent security issues and develop proactive strategies to enhance peace and security. Representatives from the military, DSS, traditional rulers and local communities participated in the meeting. Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday IGBOHO, has urged the federal government and relevant security agencies to ensure the prompt arrest and prosecution of the perpetrators responsible for the killings of two traditional rulers in EKITI State. Gunmen ambushed and killed the election of EKITI, Oba Babatunde Ogunsaki, and his counterpart in Imojo, Oba Olatunde Olushola, on the highway between Igbapo and Okeake on Monday. Oba Adebaye Fatoba, the Alara of Ara-Ekiti, narrowly escaped the attack. Sunday IGBOHO, in a statement issued by his counsel, Pelumi Olanjengbesi, condemned the killings and called for the arrest of the culprits. He also urged no effort to be spared by security agencies to rescue the abducted pupils of the Apostolic Faith Group of Schools in Emure-Ekiti. IGBOHO extended his condolences to the Ekiti State Governor, Biodun Oyebanji, and called for decisive actions to bring the perpetrators to justice. He emphasized the need to mobilize local community vigilantes to complement security agencies in protecting the people, asserting that those connected to such wicked acts should know that their end is near. Yesterday, the Central Bank of Nigeria directly criticized commercial banks, accusing them of hoarding over $5 billion in foreign currencies beyond the approved threshold. The CBN attributed the current forex scarcity and Naira's depreciation against the dollar to the actions of these deposit money banks. This accusation followed the Apex Bank's expressed concern about the excessive forex exposure of banks just a day earlier. At the close of yesterday's market, the Naira strengthened to 1,450 Naira to a dollar at the parallel markets, marking a significant gain of 70 Naira against the dollar, compared to the previous day's closing rate of 1,520 Naira to a dollar. The CBN has given the erring banks a deadline till today to release any excess foreign currency they hold to individuals and businesses in need. Failure to comply with this directive will result in sanctions according to existing rules and regulations. To ensure compliance, teams of examiners have been dispatched to monitor banks heavily involved in foreign exchange transactions. Up next are stories on the foreign scene after the break.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, in response to the recent deaths of 3 U.S. service members in Jordan, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced that the U.S. is preparing significant actions against Iran-backed militias. Austin emphasized the need to disable these militias responsible for targeting U.S. forces and ships in the Middle East. While the U.S. has hinted at imminent strikes, some militant groups have declared halts to hostilities. However, attacks by Yemen's Houthi rebels continue. Austin stated that it's time to take away even more capability from these groups and stressed the determination to protect U.S. troops. In entertainment, Universal Music Group is set to remove all of its songs from TikTok following disagreements over the social media platform's licensing arrangements. UMG accused TikTok of attempting to bully and intimidate them into accepting a deal that undervalues their music. The current deal, which expired on January 31st, will not be renewed as UMG failed to secure new contract terms with TikTok. This cited issues like higher compensation for artists, protection against AI-generated recordings, and online underlying safety concerns as reasons for the breakdown. TikTok responded, accusing UMG of prioritizing greed over the interests of artists and songwriters. This dispute may impact TikTok's 1 billion users and UMG's global musicians and songwriters, including artists like Drake, Taylor Swift, and Ariana Grande. If no agreement is reached, the music of these artists will be unavailable on TikTok, affecting thousands of existing videos featuring their tracks. And in sports, Golden State Warriors Stephen Curry secured his 10th NBA All-Star nod, while Lakers' Anthony Davis earned his 9th as reserves for the mid-season showcase were announced. Coaches selected 7 reserves from each conference, with Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves selected in the West. The West squad also includes Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Devin Booker. The East reserves feature first-timers Tyrese Maxey, Paolo Banchero, and Jalen Brunson. LeBron James, with a record 20th selection, will captain the West, and Giannis Antetokounmpo would captain the East in the All-Star game. And just before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Illegal refineries should be licensed, not destroyed, says Norgay. CBN accuses commercial banks of hoarding $5 billion. On the foreign scene, US set to respond forcefully to militant attacks. And in sports, Stephen Curry and Anthony Davis named NBA All-Star reserves. And that's the package on our news bulletin. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms at Oweleketv. Our website is www.oweleketv.tv. I am Antonia Mwokolo. Thank you for watching.